At the community colleges of Spokane, we genuinely live our mission of developing relevant, quality, and importantly, affordable learning opportunities that will improve the well-being, social and economic, of our students and the larger community. It's particularly important that we have deep and meaningful collaboration with our fellow educators in our rural schools, which comprise 43 different school districts and 63 different high schools. A number of our students come from backgrounds where they are going to be the first in their family to go to college, and they don't have necessarily all the information about all the opportunities that would be available to them. And so what we do with a partnership with CollegeSpark, put together pathways and opportunities that come outside the typical academic realm.
Frankly, we're not satisfied. The success rates are not where they should be.
We had expected that the majority of the gaps would connect to academic rigor, and that was not the emphasis. The emphasis was how do we get them excited about what happens after high school, whether that's 2-year, 4-year.
By doing this partnership, it didn't only focus on preparing those high school students, but also preparing the college to be more student ready, changing our own curriculum and our own approaches to support students better and to meet them where they're at.
We are a very close-knit community. Because we're a small school, we're able to reach all of our students, and we host a lot of events for our community members, and they do see us as sort of the center of the community.
We've all went to school together since we were in kindergarten, most of us. And so it's just a really friendly environment because everyone knows everyone. I think that being in a more rural community, there are a lot of students who are interested in more like technical careers.
More manual labor like farm work and retail customer service type of jobs.
There are some families who are encouraging their students to attend 2-year, 4-year universities. There are some families that want their students to possibly consider a technical route, who are hoping their child may go into the military.
This is the only career I'm going to be gunning for. It could be something else. So what you could say is, if the military is one of those options,
we have to make sure we honor all of our community's values. There are so many options out there, and maybe college is not for everyone, but we also want to let students know that maybe they will be the first in their family to attend a college.
When the community colleges partnered with CollegeSpark on this particular grant, we were brought in to facilitate the meetings then between the high school counselors, English teachers, and math teachers from the different schools to get together and spend some time actually working on projects that they thought were important for their particular schools.
I think that one of the coolest things about this project was it got 2 different groups of people together talking about an issue that we all care about, which is how do we help our students be successful.
An opportunity like this to do the grant actually allows us to do some systems thinking and implement changes that are going to be successful, not just on our campuses, but the students before they come to our campuses and where they transfer after leaving our campuses.
This grant enabled us to hit everything from job interviews to writing resumes. We also have days where they're exploring careers on various websites that we use, or they may even choose to go to a scholarship writing session with our English teachers. If they need help with college applications, that's a session that's available to them with our counselors.
I think that they're very invested in our futures and are willing to hear about our personal interests and how to apply those into real life.
For a brief moment, I was thinking about going to film school, but I've kind of shifted more towards cosmetology school. Through our career and college readiness classes, I remember we had a lady who was a hairstylist come in. She talked about like running your own business as a hairstylist and school, and I feel like just having the program and having people to help me build that plan has really just lifted a weight off of my shoulders and helped me feel more confident in my future.
The impact on students has been major. We've had students who have come back and said, because you had this guest speaker, this physical therapist, that I would never have thought about that career unless I listened to this session. That has been huge to hear that one day has really impacted a student's entire life. I think there has been a philosophical shift as far as the staff realizing that we're not just here to teach academics, that we also have to think of the whole child and social and emotional development. We just want our students to succeed. We want them to leave high school feeling that they've been prepared for whatever they've chosen. And so collaborating with those other educators was invigorating.
So both of those sides, students being college ready and a college being student ready, is a really big part of how we're going to be able to be successful.
What really makes me optimistic about the future is the fact that we are doing more and more of this partnership across schools, across sectors, so that we kind of get out of our own classrooms, our own buildings.
I think what I'm excited for is when you have funding like this available from an organization like CollegeSpark, it gives us that bandwidth to be able to not only develop programming, but to look at how to make it sustainable and then to assess it to ensure that it's actually successful in meeting the needs of the community.